You know the drill. Spring rolls around, and suddenly you're a human snot fountain, battling pollen with enough tissues to fill a small car. Or maybe it's a peanut, a simple legume that can turn your throat into an emergency exit. But what if I told you your ancient ancestor, Ugg, the caveman who practically slept in bat droppings and ate raw meat off the dirt floor, never once sneezed at a flower? Seriously, if Ugg with his robust, battle-hardened immune system saw us today, he'd probably think we were the weakest generation in history. Why are we, with all our modern medicine and hygiene, so susceptible to seemingly harmless things? The answer is a bizarre evolutionary tale of boredom and mistaken identity. To understand this paradox, you need to meet your immune system. It's not just a passive shield, it's a highly trained, heavily armed military force that has been evolving for millions of years. Its primary directive, identify and destroy actual threats. And back in the Stone Age, this army was busy 24/7. Ugg's world was a constant war zone. Every breath, every bite, every scratch was an encounter with potential invaders. His gut, his skin, his very blood were teeming with organisms that, if left unchecked, would absolutely end him. This wasn't some abstract threat. It was a daily visceral fight for survival. Ugg's body harbored actual terrifying monsters: hookworms, tapeworms, roundworms, microscopic bacteria from contaminated water, and viral threats we can only imagine. His white blood cells weren't just soldiers. They were battle-hardened veterans constantly on patrol, always engaging genuine enemies. Many of these ancient parasites weren't mindless destroyers. They had a trick. They released chemicals to calm Ugg's immune system, preventing it from vaporizing them completely. In return, Ugg's system, while still aggressive, learned a delicate balance. It was a messy co-evolutionary truce. This constant exposure, especially in childhood, was critical for training specific immune cells known as regulatory T cells or TREGs. Think of TREGs as the immune system's diplomatic corps. They learn to recognize self from foe, and crucially to de-escalate responses against harmless substances or even beneficial microbes. Then something unprecedented happened. Humans embarked on a massive cleanup operation. From the Industrial Revolution onwards, we started building sewers, purifying water, inventing vaccines, antibiotics, and pasteurizing milk. We waged war on every germ, every pathogen. We sanitized our homes, our food, our hands. We successfully eradicated many of the monsters that Ugg's immune system constantly battled. In many ways, it was a triumph for public health, saving countless lives from infectious diseases. But we didn't just eliminate the bad guys. We inadvertently removed many of the benign organisms and mild infections that had played a vital role in educating our immune systems for millennia. The entire ecosystem of our internal war zone shifted dramatically. And this brings us to the core of the problem. Your immune army is still there, fully armed, sitting in the barracks, but they have absolutely nothing to fight. They are bored out of their minds, undertrained, and desperately seeking action. They haven't learned the critical lesson of what not to attack. Without regular exposure to the ancient threats that kept it balanced, our immune system's delicate Th1, Th2 response pathways become imbalanced. Th1 deals with intracellular pathogens like viruses, while Th2 handles external parasites. When Th1 doesn't get enough action, Th2 goes rogue, overreacting to minor perceived threats. And in military science, a bored army with loaded weapons is extremely dangerous. They start looking for shadows, for any potential enemy. That's when a harmless grain of spring grass pollen, or a bit of cat dander drifts into your nose or lungs. Instead of ignoring it, your bored, hyperactive immune system screams, "Code Red, we are under attack by a giant toxic alien ship." Launch the chemical weapons. It activates specialized mast cells, which then flood your body with histamines. The histamines cause your eyes to water, your nose to run, your airways to constrict, and make you sneeze uncontrollably. Your body starts destroying itself from the inside, all to fight a speck of grass. It's an overblown, inappropriate defense designed for real parasites, not peaceful flowers. The same tragic misidentification happens with a peanut. Your immune system spots a harmless peanut protein molecule, mistakes it for a deadly parasite, and overreacts so violently that it unleashes an IgE antibody-mediated response, leading to anaphylaxis and shutting down your entire airway to protect you. This phenomenon is precisely what scientists call the hygiene hypothesis. First proposed by epidemiologist David Strachan in 1989, It suggests that reduced exposure to microbes and infections in early childhood leads to an increased risk of allergies and autoimmune diseases. Our bodies literally need dirt, diverse microbes and mild infections during critical developmental periods, especially childhood, to learn what is a real threat and what isn't. Without this education, our immune systems never properly mature, remaining perpetually on edge and confused. We've made our lives so clean that we've inadvertently created a new set of health problems. Our modern sterile environments, combined with changes in diet and widespread antibiotic use, have deprived our immune systems of the crucial training they evolved to need. And here's the craziest part, a direct consequence of this hypothesis. To cure severe allergies and even some autoimmune diseases, scientists are now exploring Helminthic therapy, which is a polite scientific way of saying they reintroduce harmless microscopic hookworms into your gut. The moment these worms enter your gut, your bored, overactive immune army goes, aha, finally, a real asterisk enemy. They quickly shift their focus and resources back to battling the ancient threat they were designed for. These worms then, through their own secretions, actively help retrain those vital regulatory T cells. As the immune system gets busy with its intended target, it stops overreacting to the harmless stuff. The Th1 Th2 balance is restored, the regulatory T cells are back in business, and suddenly your allergies to pollen, peanuts, or pet dander can dramatically diminish or even disappear. It's a shocking testament to our evolutionary past. While still considered an experimental treatment, Helminthic therapy highlights a fundamental truth. Our biological machinery, honed over millions of years, isn't always compatible with our rapidly changing modern environment. Sometimes the solution to our advanced problems lies in understanding our ancient past. So the next time you're suffering from allergies, remember, your body doesn't actually hate flowers or peanuts. It's just bored, confused, and desperately seeking a purpose. We achieved incredible feats of cleanliness, but perhaps we threw out the immune system's essential training manual along with the dirt. It's a powerful reminder that our biology often has unintended consequences from our best intentions. At least you don't have tapeworms, probably. If you enjoyed this journey into prehistoric health science, hit that subscribe button for more mind-bending evolutionary facts. See ya!